It's the world's fastest growing religion, Islam. The Chicago area alone, home to an estimated 400,000 Muslim faithful. Tonight, why some people are making the switch to a religion many Americans have trouble understanding. Mark Saxenmeyer has our special report.
This is the story of 3 Chicagoans, all raised as Christians, all who decided to ultimately reject that religion.
Internet is down.
Nadira Rodriguez Muhammad grew up Catholic, but found herself constantly questioning the long-held beliefs of her family.
I always felt that something was missing for me.
Ian Bushner is a law student at the University of Chicago.
I felt like that there wasn't a God.
Whitney Nichols is a new Loyola grad who grew up in suburban Streamwood.
I guess what I was really looking for was what felt most natural and most logical.
Old Europe is looking less and less European these days, and that's giving rise to a clash of cultures. Correspondent Greg Burke reports from Brussels.
When you think about Brussels, Belgium, you tend to think about the heart of old Europe, a city that's been standing there for centuries, a place where visitors find lots of excellent beers and very fine chocolates. Think again. Think about one of the biggest and youngest Muslim populations in Europe.
Important to know that the capital of Europe, Brussels is the capital of Europe, will be Islamized within 10-20 years.
Former bullfighting arena in Barcelona. Bullfighting is now illegal in this part of Spain. So this arena has been turned into a business space. But Muslims would like to turn others into giant mosques. This is not Saudi Arabia, it's Spain. But Spain is undergoing a transformation. Muslims who once ruled most of Spain are returning in large numbers. In the city of Salt, parents have come to pick up their children from school. Muslims already make up 40% of the city's residents, and will soon be the majority. Muslim armies conquered most of Spain, calling it Al-Andalus. They would not be completely expelled for 700 years, the year Columbus discovered the New World. And now Muslims are returning, and polls suggest they're not returning in order to be Spaniards. A Pew survey found that 7 out of 10 Muslims in Spain think of themselves as Muslim rather than Spanish.
Sometimes the numbers tell the story. Case in point, the world's Muslim population is growing by leaps and bounds. Right now on Connect the World, we want to examine, though, the impact of a growing Muslim presence across the globe. We'll start with Richard Green, who crunches the numbers and tells us why it's happening.
20 years ago, there were just over 1 billion Muslims in the world. 20 years from now, there will be just over 2 billion. According to the Pew Forum on Religion and Public Life, the number of Muslims in the United States will more than double by 2030 to over 6 million. But even so, Muslim women around the world are simply having more children than non-Muslim women. And that's why the most popular name for baby boys born in England in 2009 was Mohammed. Richard Green, CNN, London.